Hi everyone, this is Sonya Buchanan with Confident Promises. I wanted to stop by today and talk to you about a couple of books I have published. You can go to confidentpromises.com and click on our e-store tab and it'll take you to those items. But this is going to be a two-part video. I don't want the videos to be long-winded, so we have decided to make it a two-part. We're going to talk about in each video the two published books that we have published. But first, I want to talk to you about a book that I released on August the 8th called The Journey. There we go. And I'm so excited about this book. I'm excited about this book because I wrote this book about a 10-year journey. And it talks about my life. I truly believe that everyone, if you are a writer and you have the desire to publish your book, whether it be a novel, whether it be about your family experience or your family history, or whether it be about pains and afflictions that you have occurred and overcome and victory, and you wanted to talk to people, and maybe it'll be a self-help book for someone. But whatever type book it is, publish your book. It is very rewarding, and you can do it. And there's so many material out there that will assist you in formatting your book if you're not sure how to do so. But I wanted to talk to you about The Journey. This is not my first book. This is my second book, actually. My first book I published in 2003. It was a total flop. When I tell you it was a flop, it wasn't readable to me, but a couple of people who purchased the book, and they enjoyed the book. But I was not pleased. But it was a success flop. Let me just say that. It was the first book that I had published. I didn't even know I was a writer, and probably still I'm not a writer. I just believe in writing, expressing yourself, and to me, I have this motto: you can learn from everyone. There's not one single person or a single thing in this earth that you can't learn from. So I figured, why not write a book? And the book is basically, the first book is talking about your destiny. Who are you? Your journey, your assignment. And I was so passionately excited about expressing this and then talking about it and sharing it with the world, and not considering maybe I should have waited a year or two before I released the book. Well, I decided to take the book off the market, and I'm going to republish the book and put it out there for anybody who's interested in reading it. But this book right here, The Journey, I am passionately excited about this book. It to me, I believe anybody, whether you be Christian or a non-Christian, whether you're atheist, whether you're a child, whether you're an adult, whether you're old, whether you're young, whether you're male or female, anybody, I believe you will be blessed by the material. Honestly, I read the book sometimes that I guess I'm encouraged by my own writing. I don't know, that's kind of weird, but it gives me faith. Sometimes when I have those days when I'm like falling off the faith end, and I read and I say, wait a minute, I experienced this and I remembered, and I would just get back up and have my faith. But the book is, to me, is very passionate. I didn't leave anything out. I put everything in it. I didn't. You can see certain things in my attitudes. I revealed some of my dreams, and that was, I didn't really want to do that, because they were personal. But I felt like, well, maybe if I reveal the dreams and explain to you how I got through certain things, maybe they will help someone else who's trying to understand their dreams. And understand, God does talk to you in dreams and visions. He talks to you in so many different ways. And so I place those dreams and the interpretations and the understanding in the book. Yeah, so many things I was revealing in this book I did not want to reveal, but then I kept thinking, how can I tiptoe around it? And I said, well, if I tiptoe around the book, then the book will not be a journey. It will be kind of like false. So I just wrote everything. And I said, oh well, I just suck it up because I'm not a public person. I'm very private. So I wrote this book passionately so that when someone reads it, maybe they can look into their life and get a better understanding and also build faith from it. I was so inspired by the writings of Kenny Hagin because Kenny Hagin wrote like that. You know, he experienced a sickness unto death, and he wrote verbatim. I was so impressed by that. And because of his writings, and because he was so personal in his writings, they helped me get through a lot of things that I did not understand. So I wanted to be pretty much the same way. Because he wrote this book because, I don't want to talk about his book, but there's a book that he did write. It's called Understanding, no, I Believe in Visions by Kenny Hagin. You got to get this book. It is so great. It is a very anointed book. But we're talking about the journey. and I, in this book, I start out at 6 years old, and when I was getting baptized, and I talked about how I felt when I came out to the baptism pool, and then I go into the 10-year journey. I believe it started in 2001. I started prior before that, maybe 1996, and then I kind of jumped over to 2001, all the way up until the ending of the 10-year. But pretty much it's a 10-year book, and I believe you will be totally blessed. So you can go to Amazon.com